So that will come out now to the 25-yard line. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
82. Here we go. 180. Here, sit. Big 5 step. Black, come on.
On second down, here's Wentz. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Good chip. Black. Run.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Sunday.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because if you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wentz to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Good chip. Black. Chip. Run.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Stills the intended target, That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's it, baby. That's it. Easy.
On third down, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And Denver getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit and put some points on the board on this one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Stills over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Drag him. Come on. Drag 15. Drag. That's it. 46 down, man. 5-4.
On first down, Wentz. And Stills bringing it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Solid.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go. Oh. Win. Shift. Trey 15.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Sunday. Go. 20. 81. Shorty. Black. Come on. Trey 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hang in there now. Back. 120. Ram. Rip.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. They'll try the on 4. Here's Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
82-40.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Got an open man. It's Rattling. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Mariota now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Lefty, lefty. 82.
Throwing now is Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They pitch it to Chubb, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go. 180. Black, come on. That's it.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situation.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
82. Great. That's it. Shorty.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw Mariota, buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. To the air again. Mariota steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Great. On the ball.
Wentz going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
82, 82. 82, 82.
Now Wentz got to have this one. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Following the interception here, Mariota being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Run, run. Great. Lion. 81.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Go. Shift. 82, 82.
Now Wentz on third down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Back. 20. Black, come on.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Throwing here, Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. Got him. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Bucky Hodges with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He got 29 yards that time. Now a first down carry. It's Williams, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Mariota here to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have
blitz coming, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.